This doesn't even deserve an intro because this is dead serious. No, but all jokes aside, it actually is pretty serious what we got to talk about today, because it's more of this YouTube injustice that you see a lot of nowadays. And you've seen this for a while, to be fair, but it seems like it gets worse and worse with time, with bigger creators just trying to throw their weight around, a pun completely intended there, when trying to bully smaller creators into getting them to shut up with criticisms they may have of this person. Although, this isn't really the case for this story we're going to tell today, and I'll get into just why that is in a little bit here, but Kiwitapes, a friend of mine, we do a podcast together called Too High for Stupid every Wednesday, and I imagine if you're pretty familiar with this channel, you know who he is. He's done a few videos before on AirsoftFatty, and to be fair, Kiwi was one of the more fair people to Fatty, giving him a fair shake. And AirsoftFatty knew this, even coming into our stream chat on one occasion, talking about weed with us. Now, if you don't know who AirsoftFatty is, he's the kid you've seen in tons of memes over the years, and iDubbbz did that documentary on him a few years back, went to his town and did some footage there. There's a picture of him on screen now. That's AirsoftFatty if you've ever seen him before. He was on last season's edition of Sam Hyde's Fish Tank, and you know, he's just one of your run-of-the-mill internet lolcows. He's a guy who lives in the woods in a little shack that was built for him specifically, and as I said, Kiwi did some videos on this guy. Now, those videos remain up, and let's all pray they do, but an episode of our podcast and a stream Kiwi did a few months ago were just randomly taken offline the other day, and one of Kiwi's channels was hit with a copyright strike, a false copyright strike, may I add, because it seems like Fatty or Fatty's people, and let's just get something straight, I don't know if Fatty was the one who did this. It seems like it was his manager, but at the end of the day, he's doing it under this guy's name, and it's on episodes that involve AirsoftFatty, so, you know, the blame's got to go to somebody, but it's just a random stream where Kiwi's talking about it, and the other one's an episode of our podcast, so I would know we were just talking about some of the stuff Fatty did, like dressing up as Shrek and whatnot. And like I said, these randomly got falsely copyright claimed down. And it only seems like this is the case because maybe Kiwi was talking about topics that AirsoftFatty's people didn't want talked about. And those topics are what I'm about to bring up right now. There's a theory that's been thrown around quite a bit on the internet, and I do want to stress that this is alleged, but the fact that videos talking about this were taken down does make you wonder. And that is that AirsoftFatty, his little hut that we've already mentioned, well, it's on someone's property that's also a pot farm. And while that's not too weird, it gets a little more weird when you look at AirsoftFatty's GoFundMe page, where you will see random people donating $5, $10, $20, and then random anonymous donators donating $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 at a time in one piece. And, you know, it kind of gets the noggin jogging at that point, where people would ask, I wonder if they're sending this to Fatty to simply give to the guy whose land he lives on to kind of clean up that money a little bit. And again, this is all alleged, and it's just a theory that people have had, and it's a theory that Kiwi's talked about once or twice on his channel. And that, in my opinion, and I believe in Kiwi's too, is the reason that they were trying to strike down these videos, if not just to protect Fatty from any type of criticism, which was barely given to him in general. But the real reason I wanted to bring this up, and the reason I wanted to make this video anyway, is to tell y'all that, like, this is a big problem on YouTube. I know a lot of people have said recently, especially in my comment section and Kiwi's, that, you know, oh, this isn't a big deal, who cares, you know, then don't talk about the guy. That's not how this works. You know, freedom of speech is a beautiful thing, ladies and gentlemen, and it allows you to talk about things without having to have the fear of people silence you. And this is a clear case of someone just trying to silence Kiwi because they don't like what he says, and also putting his channel at risk for that. And it's ridiculous when these big creators can simply do this, and smaller creators have no way to fight it except for giving their full name and all legal info to the party trying to copyright strike them. And it's just, I don't know about y'all, it seems really scummy, and this is something that creators have to deal with a lot because people just don't like being talked about, especially in a negative light. But again, I have to bring up that Kiwi wasn't even doing this, and it's just strange to see that these streams and all got taken down, and like I previously mentioned, it was most likely by Fatty's manager and not by Fatty himself, but again, it's coming from his YouTube channel saying that AirsoftFatty took this stuff down. And if you didn't think him or the people controlling his channel are trying to hide this, over on a lot of Fatty's new uploads, people have been commenting saying to stop bullying small creators and stop falsely copyright striking other channels. Well, all those comments are being deleted. So they're clearly trying to hide this, not trying to answer for this. And I put up a community post, and I know Kiwi will have a video out soon talking a lot more about this and a lot more about the people involved with Fatty and Fatty himself. But for right now, I wanted to get this out here because this is something I truly believe in on this website and on the internet as a whole. Because if you're simply giving your opinions on somebody and talking about the content they produce, those people shouldn't be able to just snap their fingers and take your videos offline. This sets such a dangerous precedent because I can tell you right now that people see stuff like this go on and they think, well, you know, all I have to do then is file a couple copyright claims and anything anybody says about me can be taken down off the internet. It's that easy. Even AirsoftFatty can do it. And I don't know. It just rubs me the wrong way, and I don't like to see people just take advantage of the power that YouTube gives them so freely. And it is a little too much power. I don't know if you guys know this, but if you have a YouTube channel, YouTube auto-detects your content being used in any form in other people's videos. They've given me options before under the copyright tab if I want to just click on a video and claim it right then and there. They make it so easy for people to claim these videos, and honestly, look at the problem it's created now with people just being able to strike down streams on a whim. It's ridiculous, man. It's absolutely ridiculous. So I'm kind of just making this video to let you guys know to be aware about this. If you're making any types of videos on AirsoftFatty or anything, maybe don't use any clips of them. That's why I'm using this lolcow wrestling footage of Kiwi and AirsoftFatty fighting in a steel cage. So wherever this goes, I'll let you know. But as I said, the homie Kiwi should have a video out on this in a few days' time. And whenever he does, if you're seeing this after the fact, I'll have it linked in the description below. But I guess the final thing I would have to say would be a message to AirsoftFatty and his people, and that would be just let it go. Like, just stop trying to take people's videos down because you don't like what they're saying about Fatty or some of the shady shit you guys are doing, because with taking videos down and deleting all these comments, even questioning stuff, doesn't make you look very good. Throughout this entire video, I've really avoided talking about Fatty's character because other than Kiwi's videos, I haven't seen much on this guy. And I've heard a lot about him and what Fatty has done with cats before and how he is with animals. And there's a lot of terrible stuff you could talk about with Fatty, but maybe that's for a video in another day. Right now, like I said, I just wanted to get the word out there to let you know that a homie in the community's channel's under attack, and it's not cool. It's not cool when this happens to anybody. And I've said this before and I'll say it again. If you're anybody who's going under these issues of getting your channel falsely struck or anything like that, always send me a message and I'll always be sure to shout it some way, whether it be a video, a stream, a Twitter post. It's just, this stuff shouldn't be happening because it ruins YouTube for everyone. The content that you guys like to watch is always at risk because of stuff like this. And that's really all I had to say about that today. I wanted to put this in video form because I wanted to talk about this somehow, but who knows? Maybe this video could be deleted by the end of the day. I don't know. It's just a bummer. It really is. And again, I reiterate, if you're someone who ever has to go through this issue of getting someone falsely trying to report you or something, always speak up because there's people in communities that are willing to help you, because this type of shit shouldn't fly. So until the next one, y'all, have a great day. Be safe. And yeah, Fatty and his crew, figure it the fuck out.